How is it and why is it that you keep going through the same negative cycles, the same negative thoughts, negative experiences, toxic or just unfulfilling relationships, and etc.? Why are you looping? Why do you keep going through this up and down energy? And is it something you can change? The very short answer is yes. But the long answer is, if you want to change, you have to think differently, do different things, and you have to be different. In other words, you will need to completely detach from that part of your identity that is drawn to those bad habits, patterns, people. If there is a level that you are trying to reach and you are not there, and you have a hard time shifting your life or your mindset into what is necessary to obtain those things, that is a clear sign that you are not in alignment with it. Therefore, you have to change, and not forcefully. It doesn't mean that you have to do things that are just, completely out of your comfort zone, or just, force yourself into it. It's going to be uncomfortable because you want something that is not necessarily normal to you. It's like you have to get yourself to a point where you commit yourself to doing something repeatedly and consistently until it becomes like subconscious to you. You don't really think about it. It just becomes your normal. And we do that naturally, which is why we have certain habits. You have habits that you don't even really think about, you just do. And that's not something that you were born with. It was something that you learned, and eventually you kind of, out of repetition, you've programmed yourself to do it subconsciously. So it's the same with trying to get or reach a new goal, or something that you're intentionally and consciously trying to achieve. Sometimes you have to put yourself in that very uncomfortable place of doing it repeatedly, thinking about it with a lot of focus and intention, until it gets to a point where you don't have to think about it at all. It's just a part of your being. I think one of the most important things that you have to be aware of, and at least bring to your attention, is what are your dominant thoughts throughout the day. Because the truth of the matter is, we can only hold ourselves accountable. Everything that you experience, no matter what it is created from you and is a reflection of you and your beliefs. Write down in the comments if you have any habits or patterns that you're currently trying to break from. Trust me, breaking out of a cycle is not the easiest snap your fingers thing to do. It takes a lot of time. It is uncomfortable. And before you get to a point where you feel comfortable, you're going to have everything in you pulling you from doing what you know you need to do, pulling you to falling back in your old habits, because that part of your brain is wired to keep you safe, to keep you with what you know is familiar. So when you are trying to break into something that's new or not natural to you, your brain is going to communicate through your whole body that is wrong, or that it feels better to do something else. It feels better to do what you were doing before. So it is a battle. It's an internal battle with yourself to break out of that. But if you're focused and you know the outcome that you want, and you stay focused on that outcome, you make that your point of focus opposed to what you're feeling or going through right now, then you can break from it, and you can get to a point where it's not something that is so hard, or that you have to constantly think about. And when you're a child, this is something that doesn't really faze you. It doesn't really stress you out. A child comes into the world never knowing how to walk, never knowing how to crawl, and just does it. They fall a couple times, but they don't discourage themselves. They don't tell themselves, oh, maybe I'm just not meant to walk. Maybe I'm just not, maybe this walking thing isn't for me. They just get up and they keep doing it and keep doing it until you're a walking human being and you don't even think about it. It's really about having that same mindset with everything that you want to do, anything that you want to attract. Keep your goal in mind. Always be forward focused. Going through ups and downs is a part of life. Going through ins and outs is a part of life. If you find yourself cycling into the same patterns, the same thought processes, the same negative conversations, or you're in that same negative loop, then only you can change that. Only you can bring that to your awareness and intentionally choose to do something different. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video and I hope you gained some value from it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you would like to see more videos like this or any other video suggestions that you have. With that being said, live in love, live in light. Bye.